this is my August haul. Welcome to everybody watching today. Thank you so very much for joining me. This is not only my August haul, this is also a very exciting announcement video and giveaway because it is August, and if you've been with me for a while, you'll know that August is always dedicated to eyeshadow palettes here on the channel. I love eyeshadow palettes, it's my favorite product, and I've actually already started doing this in just my blogging days, so I've been doing this for like close to a decade, where in the summertime in August, I dedicate the entire month of August to nothing but eyeshadow, and everybody always seems to love it, and I like to like rope in a little giveaway and stuff. So I'm going to be showing you what I got, which is mainly palettes. I now realize that that's actually an accident. I didn't plan that at all. But I also have a giveaway prize for you that I'm going to tell you about, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what you can expect from the month of August here on the channel. So a little bit of there's a lot going on in this video, but if you want to know what you need to do to win and what you can win, you need to wait until the end of the video because that's the last thing I'm going to tell you about. So first things first, eyeshadow palette month, what's going to happen? It's going to be very short and simple. I'm going to do daily videos, everything about eyeshadow and eyeshadow palettes. So you're going to see a new video from me every single day. So maybe you're not traveling this summer, or maybe you're like preparing for back to school like I will be by the end of the month, and you just need that sort of like in-between pick-me-up. And I just had so many video ideas that I was like, right, I'm going to do daily videos for you guys. So I hope you like to stay tuned and see what I would like to share with you. And then we're just going to get to the haul because I have lots of exciting things to share with you. And I do have to say, but before I show you anything, every product you see in this video today was made possible by you guys. Because if you weren't watching my videos, I wouldn't receive all of this in PR. Yes. Everything you're about to see was part of PR, coupons I got, commission that I was able to use. It's a whole thing. So I'm going to talk you through. I mainly got stuff through Monolith and Yesstyle. That's the only two websites I'm truly affiliated with. And yeah, let me just get to the Monolith stuff first, and then we'll get to the Yesstyle stuff because that's actually most. I got 3 new palettes from Monolith, and then you may be like, Micah, you're showing 5. That's because they took 2 things and put them in my order without my knowledge because this was a PR gift as well. So what Monolith tends to do is that they give their affiliates a PR, like a code that we can use when there's a new drop to order something from the website. So these are the things that I got in my last order. I did put a little bit of my own money into it, but most of it was either sent for free or covered by the coupon, just so you know. If you want to use my code with Monolith, you can use the one that's on the screen right here. It's _Micah_5 to get 5% off of your order in case you want to use my code and keep me affiliated, you could say. Shall we do the PR thing first? Because I did already share these over on my community tab back when Monolith was doing a bit of a surprise drop and their summer sale halfway through the month. So I did mention that in a couple of videos as well. But Dieverune Cosmetics came out with the Boo Drops and the Creepy Creams. So let me show the Creepy Creams first. So what I didn't know, because when I opened this up for the first time, I was like, that looks like it's going to be like cream liners, but they're actually cream eyeshadow. And it says here that they are multi-use cream shadows. So I think that this could also be a blush. They don't just have to be eyeshadow. If they're multi-use, maybe some of these can also be used on the lips. So now that I know that, I feel a lot more excited. Now that I know that, I feel a lot more excited about this product because I was like, I don't think I'm going to use that all that much. Because cream or cake liners, they don't really go with my eye shape. I've got hooded eyes, they're deep set. I can't really do graphic liner because of that. Or at least I can do it, but it takes me far too long to make it look right. And with this, I'm like, I can actually like do a full face makeup look probably with just this. You know, use this on the lips, this on the cheeks. You can do an eye look with some of these tones. I was like, and these are really good like base colors as well to like intensify shades, especially like this lime green. It's so difficult sometimes to get a good lime green to show up on your lids the way it looks in the pan. So putting something like this under it can also help to intensify those shades. So now I'm like, Okay, I can see merit in this a lot, and I just really like the packaging as well. The Boo Drops, this is already part 3, apparently. I didn't try part 1 and 2, but this is essentially an all pastel, shimmering, flippy sort of palette. It's a face and eye palette, which they're, of course, legally, they have to put that on there, that these are perhaps all eye safe. So especially if you're a contact lens wearer, watch out with those kind of things, or if you have really sensitive eyes. But this shade right here in the middle, I'm not sure if you can see in this lighting how beautiful that is. Maybe if I show it in the mirror, will that work? Oh, it doesn't really show in the mirror because it's on the other side of the palette. Oh well. But this looks really stunning. It's just like very sort of lilac-y green with a gold sort of shimmer, but it looks very dimensional. This seems to have a bit of blue in, which I love. This is such a nice, like, vibrant green shade, so I really like this one a lot more than I did the creams, but I think they can work together quite nicely too. So I'm going to have to test these out. I'm going to have to push these into September though, because I already have enough to test out in the month of August. So these are going to have to wait a little bit, but they're very Halloween themed, so I don't think anyone would mind if I try these in September. Would you? I don't think you would. And that actually goes with a lot of these things. And like I said, I did get these. I got Question Beauty, the Guardian of the Lagoon. I was like, I've never tried Question Beauty, and this color story just really appealed to me. So I was like, you know what? I might as well. And what I didn't realize is that Question Beauty has palettes that have these magnets, a bit like the, you know, the Inglot palettes, the Freedom System that they have. So this just comes up off completely. And then here is the color story. Really nice, vibrant color story with a black in the middle there. Some really nice, like, shifty shades it looks. It's got 5 mattes, 5 shimmers. We all know I like that. And like I said, I've never tried Question Beauty before, so high time I did, and I like this packaging a lot. I really, really do. Another brand I have never tried before is Gimme Glow. And they did this as a surprise drop. This wasn't announced very, very, like, early on in the new launch announcement when I like was sent an email and stuff. They just said there would be a surprise drop, and this was it. This is the Down to Earth 2. I love the packaging with these, like, mountains and stuff. Really gorgeous. And this color story, when I spotted it on the website, I was like, yup. Yup. You know what this reminds me of? The Elf, Earth, and Ocean. Who remembers that palette? I used to have that, but because I already had so many blue-green color stories, I kind of decluttered it, but this has so many of the same shades in. We get these, like, turquoisey greens, we get some cooler tone browns, we get warmth, we get neutrals, we get these greens that are actually quite vibrant, and then we get a really nice, lovely blue quad. I've never tried Gimme Glow before, so this is a great opportunity for me to finally test them out. Not a lot of their recent releases really stood out to me, but when they did this, I was like, this is probably going to be, like, my favorite fall palette of the year. I just know it. And then this one, I already mentioned that I would probably be getting this. This is by Blend Bunny Cosmetics. This is the Psilocybin. Psilocybin? I don't know. It's a mushroom that makes you hallucinate, in case you're wondering. But this color story just looked so fun. When I opened it up, I felt it looked less vibrant in real life than it looked in a lot of the pictures. So that's something to perhaps remember when you look into this as well. But I just love this combination of colors. We have cooler toned options on this side. We have warmer toned options on this side. There are some nice vibrant pops of color. We have neutrals, we have grays, we have these, like, periwinkle blue shades. Then we have some, like, coral shades, some peaches, and these, like, greeny blue tones. And I'm just here for it. I really like the look of it. It was one of the things where I'm like, yeah, from this launch, this is definitely something I want to try. We all know that I really enjoy the Blend Bunny formula. I'm just not a huge fan of their color stories all the time. But this is looking like a color story that I can get behind. So if this looks nice on my skin tone, I know I'm going to like it. So this one I do truly, truly enjoy. And then everything else that I have for you is Yesstyle. And this I'm totally going to have to thank you guys for yet again, because not only am I affiliated with Yesstyle and am I able therefore to get these things, but because you guys are using my code so often, I've actually gone up a tier in their like influencer affiliate program thing. And now every 2 months they seem to be sending me coupons like, hey, do you want to spend this much money on our website to get some new products? And then they send me a coupon for my birthday earlier this month. And I was like, okay, I might as well. So again, I have a couple of things here by brands that I know I love that came out with new things that I really wanted to try. But I also have some new things in here. Things by brands that I've never tried before. I'm trying to get organized here. So let me show you the things that are by brands I've not tried before yet. So I don't remember the exact name of this palette anymore. I just know it's by Dramo, and it's something like forest in the name. It says here on the front that it says moon season, so maybe that has something to do with it. I'm not entirely sure, but Dramo is a brand I still wanted to try. They have their newest launch, which was something moon as well. That is over on Sea Beauty Mall though. So I have this one right here. And this just, it really appealed to me, like the bright tones, but then also those greens, and it's like murky and grungy, but bright and colorful at the same time. At the same time, this color story does confuse me. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about it. It's quite matte heavy. There's only 2 shimmers. Not sure how much I like this. But yeah, I can see myself using this. And like I said, Dramo is a brand that I still really wanted to try. And I like the packaging a lot here. It's got this like foresty vibe with a little elf guy. I'm really looking forward to trying that. I still have to swatch all of these, by the way. I just got this in as well. Took weeks to come, these orders from Yesstyle. It really, really took a long time. Some of it wasn't in stock, so I had to wait for that to be shipped over. But I think because of the new laws with those like additional fees, I think it's taking a detour because I didn't actually have to pay any additional fees for these Yesstyle things. I thought that would be important to message. I actually noticed on the shipping label that it said that it came from Belgium. So I think they're sort of shipping it from their warehouse in China to Belgium first, and then they ship it to you, which is probably why it's taking longer. But they're probably doing that to circumvent you having to pay €3 per item type. Luckily, I got a lot of eyeshadow palettes, so if they just stick eyeshadow palette on there, I wouldn't be hit with a lot of different things. Doing good. This is by You Can Be. And You Can Be, this is the Spirit Snake. It says Solar Python on the back. And this is a brand I've never tried before, so I got 3 of their eyeshadow palettes. The other 2 were really cheap. This was a lot more expensive, but this is essentially an entire palette of multi-chromes. And I don't have any sort of eyeshadow palette that just has multi-chromes in. So I thought this could be fun, and I've heard great things about this brand. I saw Glam Swinney on TikTok swatch a couple of the shades from either this palette by them or another one, and it looked really good. So I wanted to have a look at that. And then I don't remember the names for these exactly because it doesn't say anywhere, but I got 2 of their like standard, more neutral palettes. And these also looked really fun, and these were very cheap. So I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this, but here's the one in like the red packaging. And it's sort of giving MUA, you know? And this just looked interesting. It's got the red in, and then it has these like warmish, neutrally browns. But then there are these really interesting like pops of color and interesting shimmers. And I've heard great things about this brand. So I was like, I just need to test them out. I don't think I've tried You Can Be before. So, and I got then this one with the flowers on. This is called Rose something something, I believe. And the other one is like Red Down or Red Dusk, something along those lines. Yeah, see, Rose. And I don't have too many rosy tone palettes anymore. And look at this. It looks like this really pretty, soft, neutral sort of vibe. A full row and shimmers in the middle, and then 2 rows of matte. It goes pretty light. It goes really nice and sort of like mauve toned almost as well. Like, it's not super rosy in the Western sense of a rose. It's more lilac looking almost, like purpley undertones to this. So, you know, I like trying my cool tones, so that looked like a palette after my heart. This I thought could be a lot of fun. The other things I got are all by brands that I already know I loved. So I got two new to me Sheer palettes. So I got the Nude Heart, which is their latest release, actually. Got this with my birthday coupon, and this is an all matte neutral palette. Looks stunning. Really nice, again, soft and all that. They also had this new palette out, which I believe is called the Ember, if I'm not mistaken. And it's this really nice glossy, chocolatey brown shade. How gorgeous is this for the fall time? Like, it just has every tone. It's got a hint of green in there, but not too much. And again, on the cooler side of the spectrum, it's not super warm. And I've already seen people using this on TikTok. I was like, oh, I need that. I need that in my life. So here's the Cheery Up Ember palette. I think, yeah, Ember. This one does say it on the packaging. I got some new things from Girl Cult from their recent collection that I already saw Robert Welsh do a video with, actually. Can I still get this open? And this is the Eye and Face palette. It's really pretty. I already have tried some Girl Cult eyeshadow in the past, and I really enjoyed it. You're getting 4 eyeshadows at the top, and then this like bronzery shade, and like a blush highlight kind of situation. This has shimmer, and this is a matte, and I really like this. There's also a warm tone version of this, but this could be a nice travel palette as well, you know? The pans are small, though. That's the only gripe I have. It could be too small for my liking. But, you know, this really nice, handy packaging. It is quite thick, though, but I like that. Then I also got a lip product from that same line. And this, I don't remember the shade of it, but it's this really nice, like, cooler tone brown gloss type situation. And I want to try more Girl Cult lip products as well, so this was a nice opportunity with this collection to try that as well. And then there is a new eyeshadow out from Juicy. This is called Neon Lights, I believe, Neon Dreams, something along the line. I'm gonna pop all the names and everything in the description box down below because I don't always know if anything is new. But this, I mean, the minute I saw it on Yesstyle, I was like, right, that needs to go into my cart. We all know I love these singles from Juicy already. This is in D127. In case you go looking for it. It looks so sparkly and gorgeous. And I found a new Romance palette. They now have a all matte palette that's called the Soy Milk Edition, I believe. Soy Milk Beige Garden. And this is part of their Better Than palette line. And I was just taken with this like gradient on the packaging. Again, it's all matte, so I know I'm not gonna love this per se, but again, it was new. So I was like, might as well try it. And this packaging is almost impossible to open. It's very well shut, but look at this. Like, if I like a neutral, it's going to be something like this. It's very soft. We all know Romance likes their soft things. Oh, there's a little bit of something shimmery in these two here, but this is more like a sequin shade. So it's a matte with glitter, and then the other one has a ever so slightly a little bit of a sheen, but everything else is, we know. I love shades like this. This I love, and this is also in my color palette. I had a color analysis done, so if you go to my second channel, that I will have linked in the description box down below for you guys. It's called Floating in Books. You can see what my color season is and what my best colors are, and I feel that this is actually really close. And then I just have this Sheen Effect single eyeshadow, and this comes in huge packaging, but I think it's a very fragile shade. So this is one of their multi-chromes. I don't know. It just says here it's magnetic and it's from the Gardian series. It does have a sticker on here. It's called just magnetic. That's the name of the shade. Okay. So here it is. It's got this clear packaging and then this really pretty multi-chrome in. I don't think I've ever tried anything quite like this. In the swatches online, a lot of these already looked like it was something I already owned, but this one doesn't. And I like my Sheen Effect singles a lot too, so I couldn't pass up on it. So Sheen Effect and Magnetic is another thing I picked up. And that was everything that I got for myself. So these things are all going to be rolled into Shop My Stashes, and I'm going to test them out for you in reviews in the next couple of weeks and months to come. but I also promised a giveaway. So there's going to be a link in the description box down below that you need to fill out to enter the giveaway. And then I'll show you what the prize is. I ran a giveaway in June, and so far no winner has contacted me, even though I have been picking people. So if you entered that giveaway and you're like, oh, I haven't heard anything yet, maybe you should check your YouTube notifications or see if there's a comment to your reply from me with a way to contact me. Because I've actually already, I had picked a winner and then I gave them like about a week to respond. They weren't responding, and then I already picked a different winner, and now that person isn't responding either. So I think either you guys are not checking your YouTube notifications or YouTube is just not notifying you. That could be the case as well. If nobody comes forward by the time this giveaway expires, I'm just going to put all of those items that were in that giveaway in with the items from this giveaway, just so you know. But there's going to be one winner, and because of how the last giveaway went, I'm just going to do it with a form again. I like that best because then I can ask you for your email address and I can contact you a lot more easily, and a lot more people watch out for an email, I feel. That's a notification most people get, so easier to get in touch with people. And there's only one thing that you have to do to enter, because this is also eyeshadow palette month. I was like, I want to know your top 10 favorite eyeshadow palettes. And then what I want to do is, with all of the top 10s that I'm shared, I'm going to compile it into an Excel file. And then I'm sort of going to pull all of the stats of like what my favorite, like my followers' favorite palettes are. And that's going to be a video at the end of the month. So if you want to enter the giveaway and you just want to participate, all you need to do is to share with me your top 10 favorite palettes, and then you're entered. But because I want to film that video, I thought it would be nice to have like a visual there as well. So I thought it would be fun if you could share a picture as well. So this is entirely optional. This is only for if you want to be in that video and you want to be mentioned. Then I'm going to have a picture there. So I'm going to ask you to take a picture. Where's my phone? Take the picture like this, so I can put it full screen. If you do it like this, I can only put it on this side of the screen. It doesn't really matter here because it's only 10 palettes. What I do want to ask you, I did this a couple of years ago as well, where I asked people to send me pictures, and then people were disappointed when I did the actual like video with the pictures that they weren't on screen very long. But there were actually a lot of things in the background of a lot of the pictures I was sent that could identify people's locations. So if you take a picture, make sure that we cannot see your furniture in the background, the layout of your house, a window in the background. Please don't do that. It's best if you just lay it out on the floor or on a bed and take a picture like this from the top, because then I can have it full screen and we can all see it better. And 10 palettes you can very easily fit into the frame of your whatever phone you have. You can just send it that way, send it to me as an attachment, and that way we can have a nice little video about my followers' favorite eyeshadow palettes. So I thought that could be a fun one in like the spirit of eyeshadow palette month to do it like that. But please put it on the Google form, that I can have all the data in one place. You can enter for longer than when the video goes live. And when what else was I going to say? All the rules and stuff about the giveaway and when it runs and stuff will also be on the Google form. So when you click submit, you know exactly what's going on. So there's that. I do have to say that if you want to be in the video, you need to respond to the giveaway quicker because I have to film that video. So if you want to be in the giveaway, your pictures need to be in by the 20th of August, just so you know. Just so you know, make sure your pictures are in by the 20th of August. So what can you win? What can you win? Oh, and by the way, if you don't want to participate in the giveaway because you're like, I don't want these products, or I just want to show you what my favorite palettes are, that's totally fine as well. There's going to be a question like that on the form as well. So you can still participate in the video if you just want to send me your top 10 list. And if you want to be featured in the video, you need to send me a picture. There's like a tiered system here. You can enter the giveaway, yes or no. You can be part of the video, but without like staying anonymous. Or if you want to be mentioned in the video and you want to show me your pictures, then that's an option as well. So depending on what you want to do, just your 10 favorite eyeshadow palettes. That's all I want to know. And if you have fewer than 10, that's fine too. You can still enter. But what can you win? Well, Well. Let me just try and see if I can hold everything in my two hands. Let's start there. I mentioned how everything in this video was something that was either sent to me in PR or that I picked up using a PR coupon or commission. And this entire prize with all of my favorite K and C beauty products that you've heard me rave about over the years. So if you've ever wanted to try something that I like a lot, you can enter this giveaway. And all of these products I bought with the commission that I saved up on my account since February. So this, if you've in the past few months placed an order on Yesstyle using my code, I make a little bit of commission, and I've used that commission to place this order. And I thought this way I can just share the love of my favorite palettes with at least another person here. So you need to thank yourselves for this one, because if it wasn't for you using my codes and watching my videos and being here, I wouldn't even have this haul to show you. That's just the short end of it. So I thought I could give back, and rather than using the commission to buy things for myself, I used the commission I earned on Yesstyle to give back to you guys. So this is everything you're going to get. So everything is still in its boxes. I just opened everything up to look if nothing had broken on its way to me. But these are all products I have and I use and I keep recommending to you guys. I just showed you a juicy eyeshadow that I actually bought for myself, but we all know I love D114 from Juicy, from their single shadows. Ooh, so here is what D114 looks like. And this is my favorite of the three I already owned. And this, I didn't know there was a new one out, but I haven't tried that one yet, so I don't know if it's as good as this one. But this is one of my favorites from Juicy, so you're winning that one. It's eyeshadow palette month, so part of the prize are 3 of my favorite C and K beauty eyeshadow palettes. I mentioned Girl Cult in this haul already, but you're getting the Sinensis. No, this is not Sinensis. This is the other one, the red one that I have from Girl Cult. This is one of their 4 pans. It comes in beautiful packaging. Can I take it out? It's one of these really gorgeous eyeshadow palettes. And then it has the warm tones with like the multi-chrome here, this really nice black and red, and then 2 mattes. And like I said, Girl Cult just has the most fun packaging as well. So you're getting that. You're getting my favorite Roman palette. This is a Dreamy Lilac Garden. Here is what that looks like. So this is a little softer, a little bit more rosy. Really great if you have like very fair skin. The Girl Cult one will work for everybody because that's intense. That's insane eyeshadow. One of my favorite Cheer Up palettes. This is the Fleeting Floating Life, the one that they did with Freya, the red one. This was the first time I tried Cheer Up myself. And this is such a good grungy color story for the fall time. Like, I've kept all of the packaging in here, so I don't want to damage anything. But this is the eyeshadow palette you can win, the 3rd one. That's part of this prize. So I wanted to include some cheek products as well that I really like. Now, because of how Yesstyle sent things my way, this box got a little damaged on the way. This is actually the new style. I have the old packaging for this, but this is the Apieux Juicy Pang Blush in Strawberry, which is actually, it's not currently in my Shop My Stash, but I used it last month still, and it's one of my favorite shades for the summertime. So you'll get that. I really enjoy the Clio Prism highlighters, and I felt like when I showed you guys this one, a lot of people were intrigued. This is the one in Frozen Crystal, and it's got this really beautiful crystal design, and this is actually a white with like a lilac-y blue flash. So stunning. Where would we be without, I didn't open this one up because I don't want to mess up the sticker, but it doesn't sound broken inside, so that's okay. But one of the Fui blurry pudding pots is in here in the shade Slay, which is a really nice sort of like deeper mauve tone that is, again, going to work for so many people. And then another Juicy product. This is their Tortoiseshell Blush in number 2 Camellia Latte. And this is one of those really nice, but this is Camellia Latte, which is now my favorite like neutral tone blush that I have in my makeup collection. So. And then you're going to get 4 of my favorite lip products by K-Beauty brands. The Dewy Full Water Tint by Romand. Again, there is a sticker on this that I don't want to mess with. But this is the one in Custard Mauve that I always reach for and I keep using. Then there is the Peripera Ink Velvet in Wine Nude, which is another product I showed in a recent nude video. It's really, really pretty. It's more like a liquefied lipstick than a true lip stain. The Dewy Full Water Tint is a lip stain kind of product. Then this one, again, I don't want to mess with the sticker, but this is the Tokobo lip oil, the Juicy Berry Plumping Lip Oil in Black Cherry. I showed this to you in a recent video testing it out for the first time, and I fell in love with the shade. I was like, somebody else is going to love this as well. And of course, the 3D Volume Glosses by Fui. I also had to give you guys one of those. And I thought, what shade is going to look the best on most people? And I thought Cherry Cola. And this is one of the 30% ones, if I'm not mistaken. This is the Cherry Cola shade, which I thought could be fun. Yes, Cherry Cola in 30%. It says so on the sticker. Again, I didn't want to mess up the sticker, but this sounds okay. And again, the packaging got a little bit squashed in the Yesstyle packaging that I got. So that is everything you can win in this video. So I hope you are excited for Eyeshadow Palette Month. I certainly am excited for Eyeshadow Palette Month. If you want to enter the giveaway, then please do. And if you entered my June giveaway, then please check your YouTube messages to see if you got a comment on your previous comment to see if you've actually won. Like I said, if nobody comes forward by the time this giveaway closes, I'm just going to have those things into my, I'm just going to add it to this person's giveaway box. So thanks so much for being here. These are all the new in bits. I'm going to slowly but surely making my way through these. I now have plenty of eyeshadows to play with for the time to come. I already know what I want to play with for August, so you're going to see that when I film my Shop My Stash for you guys. And then I'm just going to roll these things into different reviews from September onwards. So I hope you'd like to stay tuned for more, and then I hope to see you again really, really soon in a new video. And remember, I'm going to see you guys every single day this month, so see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.